Next, here's Austin now showing you how to go about doing that Google Takeout, backing up your data.
As this podcast is a universal topics episode for today, we are talking on different topics. I decided I will talk about a very important thing, and this is more important if you are a YouTube creator or if you use Google accounts for some businesses. But even if you are at home, you're a home user, you're not a creator or anything on YouTube, this is very important. It's important if you want to change your email providers. It's important if you want to delete a lot of email but want to take a backup first. And it's important also if you want to back up your contacts locally to your computer or have a duplicate backup. I'm going to show you how to order a Google Takeout. It's a free thing. It's not a, you don't have to spend anything here, but we have to request them for the zip. And it takes hours, sometimes it takes days for the zips to be prepared. It depends on the size. So let us see how to do it. So in order to take out your data, in order to request them to give you the zips, you'll have to go to takeout.google.com. The link will be in the show notes. So let's start the procedure.
Google Takeout document. Link to button. More options. Button collapse. Google app. Button collapse. Navigate. Heading level 1. Google Takeout. Main landmark. Your account. Your data. Export a copy of content in your Google account to back it up or use it with a service outside of Google. Create a new export. Tab selected. Expanded 1.
So this is the first step of the procedure.
Tab selected. Expanded. Select. Tab selected. Expanded. 49 of 50 selected.
So these are all the products for which Google lets you export data. And I will go through the list, and wherever I find that I need to comment on something, I will comment on them.
Select access log activity checkbox not checked.
So you can select whatever you want, what you don't want here. This will give you your entire account's data. If you select all the products, so you can select, I'm going to select everything.
Checked. Select Android device configuration service checkbox checked. Select arts and culture checkbox checked.
If you don't have an Android phone, you can still do this. So it's not required that you should have an Android phone, or you should have, you should, it's not required that even if you don't have a smartphone, you can do this. You can do it on your Windows computer, you can do it on your Android phone. But since I'm recording on Windows, I decided to show it to you on Windows.
Select arts and culture checkbox checked. Select blogger checkbox checked. Select calendar checkbox checked. Select Chrome checkbox checked.
Now I will comment a little
Select
bit
classroom
more
checkbox
here.
checked. Select cloud print checkbox checked. Select contacts checkbox checked.
Now there are checkboxes, and I'm moving to them by hitting the X key. But under those checkboxes,
Button V card format.
you can select the format for each product that you want. If you know which format the program that you're going to import it into, or the service that you're going to import it into supports, you can change the format. So let me change the format of the contacts to CSV.
Contacts options button OK. Button for importing list collapse contacts. List collapsed clickable V card. List collapsed V card 2 of 2. CSV not select. CSV 1 of 4. Contacts. Edit file formats. Choose specific edit contacts. List collapsed clickable CSV. List collapsed clickable. For importing to M button cancel. Button OK. Dialog contacts options. Main landmark CSV format button. Select contacts checkbox checked.
So like this, you can select the format for each and every product.
Select crisis user reports checkbox checked. Select data shared for research checkbox checked.
Some of these products, even if you don't use them, they'll be listed, but they won't have any data in them. So you can, if you know what you're using, what you don't use, you can select what the ones that you want. You can deselect the ones that you don't want.
Select drive checkbox checked. Select fit checkbox checked. Select Google account checkbox checked.
So everything is selected. I'm not going to go through this list, but I'm going to show you what YouTube creators can do next.
HTML format but
I'll have to hit the B key multiple times because this will give me the formats for each and every products.
multiple No next button.
So if you are a YouTube creator, and if this is the account that you use for your YouTube channel, it is very important
Select YouTube and YouTube Music checkbox checked.
that you have this selected, YouTube and YouTube Music,
Button multiple formats.
and you go here.
YouTube and YouTube Mute button OK. Button your music that community posts list on of live list com list playlist play your list subset your list history. Heading level 1 YouTube and you choose specific for edit file formats, video media. List unavailable collapse clickable original format /MP4.
Some of these formats will be unavailable if you are not a YouTube creator, and this account that I'm showing you on is not a YouTube creator account.
Videos that you've uploaded. Either your originally up video metadata. List unavailable collapse clickable JSON.
That's why it's showing unavailable.
Information about your videos such as titles and descriptions. A machine readable format. History. List collapse clickable HTML. Your watch and search history from YouTube. Separate HTML files for your watch and search history. Subscriptions. List unavailable collapse clickable CSV. Your channel subscriptions. Playlists. List unavailable collapse clickable JSON. Playlists that you've created. A machine readable format. Comments. List unavailable collapse clickable HTML. Comments that you've created. Live chats. List unavailable collapse clickable HTML. Live chats that you've created. Community posts. List unavailable community posts. Community post list unavailable collapse clickable original format. Images included stories. List unavailable collapse clickable HTML. Stories that you've music library songs. List unavailable collapse. A list of all this music upload. List unavailable collapse clickable original format uploaded. Music that you've your originally uploaded audio. Button cancel. Button OK.
So you select OK here.
Dialog YouTube and YouTube music option. Button all YouTube data. Button next step.
And you hit on the next step. The YouTube thing is the last in the list. So you hit the next step.
To choose file type, frequency and destination. Tab selected, expanded 2 of
Now
3.
this is very important.
Tab selected, expand delivery method. List collapse clickable, send download link via email.
You can once your data is ready to be downloaded, they will email you the links to download your data.
When your files are ready, you'll get an email with a download your files. Frequency. Radio button checked, export once.
So you can select the frequency that you want this export to run, whether you want only one time.
One export. Radio button not checked, export every 2 months for 1 year.
Every 2 months for 1
6
year.
export, file type and size. List collapse clickable.zip.
Now this is very important. You select your file type and size. Let's see what are the options here.
.zip 1 of .tgz not selected 2 of 2.
So .zip and .tgz. I would suggest if you are using Windows, especially Windows 10, Windows 11. I think even Windows 8 does it, but at least Windows 10 and 11 do. You select the zip format because directly Files Explorer can open the zip file. But if you select TGZ, you will require a program called 7-zip or WinRAR or something.
List collapse clickable. Zip files can be list collapse clickable 2 GB.
Now here you select the file size. So what Google does is when your data is ready, they split the zips into part 1 of 6, part 2 of 6. So how many parts, how much of data is in your account, that many parts the zip will be in. And you can select the file size according to your bandwidth. So if you want less parts, then you select
4
50
GB, 10 GB, not 50 GB, not selected 5 of 5. 50 GB 5.
So I'm selecting 50 GB. This causes a big file size but less parts. And it's not required that you download the data as you get an email. You will have a week to do this. So you can download it as per your bandwidth. If you have a limited bandwidth, you can download only 2 GB a day. And if you have, like, let's say 14 files or 14 GB, then you can download 2 GB every day. So 7 files. If you have 7 files, you can download 2 GB every day and download your data.
List collapse clickable exports larger than this size will be split into multiple files. Zip files larger than 2 GB will be compressed in zip 64. Older operating systems may not be able to.
Yeah, so if you are using an older operating system, it may not support zip 64. At least Windows 10 and 11 supports. So
open this file format. Button create export.
And you hit the create export.
Export progress tab selected, expanded 3 of 3.
Now you are taken to step 3 and you don't have to do anything here. You have to close this page because
Google is creating a copy of files from 50 products. This process can take a long time, possibly hours or days to complete. You'll receive an email when your export is done. Button cancel export. Link create another.
You can cancel an export, you can create another export, and this will take a long time. This once it took me 2 days to get my data. So it's a long procedure if you have more data, especially. So if you have less data, I've even seen if I select just one product, let's say contacts, I've even seen them email me the data in minutes. So it's either long or short.
Thanks, Austin. That's beautiful. And by the way, we did take out ours, didn't we? I sat down here taking out a big 250 gig
Wow.
data
Yeah,
from.
we took out our entire video library, so we have a backup of the whole library just in case something happens.
Exactly. So we're not going to leave you guys out there in the cold. Should some knucklehead somewhere out there thinks he or she would like to come and destroy the work we've worked so hard for, we have a backup of that. So if you're listening, pay attention. Don't do that. You're lower than a snake.
I think it's a shame that Google Takeout just means a backup, though, because I thought Google were going to bring me my dinner. Because a takeout in America is a delivered dinner, isn't it? Like a takeaway in this country.
Exactly. It's a takeout. When I'm going for a takeout, I'm taking something out. But for a pretty girl like you, I think they might. Come on.
Do you
Why
think
not?
so? Do you
Yeah,
think
I
they
think
would?
so.
Do you think they'd
Yeah.
come all the way from America and bring me
No,
my
we
dinner?
have representatives out there in the
They
UK.
will compress your dinner in a zip file and send it to you.
Dinner in a zip file.
A dinner compression, and here's your steak compressed, ma'am.
I suppose I like curry. I like Indian curry and I like Thai
Oh
curry.
my
So
gosh.
if I had a curry and they compressed that, it would just be kind of squashed, wouldn't
It's
it?
all kind of bland, bland and not tasting good. I'm not sure.
But if they had a zip on it as the means of compression, an actual zip like you have on a coat, then when you unzip it, you'd have to be really careful, wouldn't you, if it was compressed, because it would all go all over the place when you unzip.
And that would be an exploding dinner, wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
I love
That'd
it,
be
man.
quite messy.
I always wish we could have things like that, but who knows? Maybe they'll find a way to do that. They'll find a way to do that. You never know. Things with technology. Who knows? It's things that we thought would be impossible years ago. Look at you and I here, sitting here today, enjoying it.
In different countries.
Yeah.
Maybe in 10 years' time, you can 3D print your takeout or something.
Exactly. And I hope that
But I
I'm
don't
not
know how
eating
they do the
plastic.
spices or anything. I'm not sure how they would do that. But you never know.
I think they'll figure out a way to do that. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think that 3D printing may be the solution to sending you that takeout.
Yeah.